Could somebody please make it make sense?
Hey everybody, welcome to A Pop of Culture. I'm your host, the Esoteric and Facetious, and this is A Pop of Culture, where I speak on pop culture, social justice, and the human experience. From a black, bisexual, millennial perspective. Everything, and I mean everything I say should be taken with a grain of salt, as I'm simply a college student with access to a recording device and the internet. With that being said, my youth shouldn't be your sole reason to critique my views unless it's truly relevant. If you disagree with anything, and I mean anything I say, let's have a civil conversation in the comment section below. With that being said, I want to shout out my cover channel before I get into the topic of this video. I have a cover channel where I cover throwback R&B, contemporary R&B, pop music, whatever I'm feeling, whatever you're feeling. I also do parodies. So if you want to be down like Brandy, if you're down with the click and if you're not down with my R.I.P. Aaliyah, then definitely feel free to check out that channel. With that being said, let's get into the topic of this video. And I want to talk about this is part 2 of my hashtag being black series, where I talk about my experiences as a Black American, ADOS, that which stands for American Descendant of Slavery, or also known as a descendant of American Child of Slavery. I'm a Black American, so I want to talk about my experiences with, some of this pro-Black imagery and trends on social media. So today we're going to talk about the idea of hashtag Black is Beautiful and my critique and thoughts on Black is Beautiful. So first and foremost, I want to state that obviously, there's been a lack of representation of, historically, like over the large periods of time of, Black people as, being beautiful, being, desirable, being attractive, and I feel like, a lot of times, I guess within our society, we, value a Eurocentric standard of beauty. So sometimes people who have more, Afrocentric features are not usually, viewed as viable. And even those who are, Black people who are, I feel like, it sometimes feels like the people who are, dark-skinned, who are, modeling or doing things, it seems like, for example, it seems like some of them, they have to be like the most conventionally attractive, whereas, maybe, models of other races, maybe not have to, be as, conventionally attractive. So I guess I just wanted to talk about that. First and foremost, I get why, people post hashtag Black is Beautiful, hashtag, I love my melanin, hashtag melanin poppin', hashtag Black girl magic, Black boy slay, hashtag Black boy, what's the hashtag Black gay slay, all this other type of stuff. I get where people are coming from, because I feel like because there's a lack of representation, we want to be that representation and, help other people, feel like they can be that representation for themselves and just do their thing. So I get where a lot of it's coming from. I get the fact that, there's a lot of schools where, they view quote-unquote natural hair as, not as, not professional or not, school appropriate, different stuff like that. And there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. And there's a lot of colorism, that's at play, and, bias against natural hair and, Afrocentric features. So I just want to say that so y'all know where I'm coming from. I get all that. So I understand why, people will post hashtag my melanin poppin', or, my natural hair, my curls, my, my coils, my whatever. I get that, I really do. And I think the next video I'm probably going to do in the series is going to be one about natural hair. But I guess the thing I wanted to really talk about in this video is, I guess, that's whole hashtag my Black is Beautiful. Because I think that, Black is beautiful. But I want to talk about stuff I see, trends on social media. This is not going to be every post. So you may say, well, actually, I post this or I see this. This is the overall general trends I've seen from my social media, from my Explore page. And what I want to talk about from what I see is, I see a lot of, and there's nothing wrong with conventionally attractive people. There's nothing wrong with people who, just, they look good. There's nothing wrong with looking good. I think we all want to look good. So, but my thing is, I guess the issue I see is, a lot of times, because I guess when we're kind of supposed to be, when we're posting hashtag my Black is Beautiful, I feel like a lot of times I will see, people who are, conventionally attractive. And I guess the issue I kind of have is I feel like this kind of contradicts itself. Just like I said, I feel like with Black love, when you only show a narrow lens of what Black love is, but you say hashtag Black love is beautiful, it's like, you're saying that this lens of black love is beautiful. You're not really saying all black love is beautiful. So I guess my thing is with the hashtag Black is beautiful. It's like when you're only posting people who are extremely physically attractive, you know, like for example, like these black men. And I think I may even do a video on like some of this like weird, like almost like fetishizing of like black people, like some of these weird accounts on social media, but we'll get there later. But my thing is, the issue I have with some of this hashtag Black is beautiful accounts is I feel like it's not that big of a stretch to say that, you know, hashtag Black is beautiful when we're talking about people like Lupita or Idris or Viola Davis or Morris Chestnut or Lance Gross. And I guess my thing is, I'm not, like, of course, like, I think these people are attractive. I think they're, you know, good people doing good things. But I guess my issue is, I don't think that that's that revolutionary to say, like, because it's like they're beautiful, but they're beautiful, I feel like, in society standards and with the whole hashtag Black is beautiful. Like, I feel like when we say hashtag, like, I feel like I guess my issue is, I personally don't necessarily feel, like, validated when I see people, like, for example, like the people I listed being listed as hashtag Black is beautiful, because I like that, you know, we're repping for our black people. But I feel like it's kind of like, of course they're beautiful. Like, they're people who are, like, I guess, on the screen. They're people who are, you know, famous. They're people who, I guess, do campaigns and who, like, I guess, you know, I guess my concern is, I think there's nothing wrong with recognizing beautiful black people who are, you know, doing their thing. But I feel like I just would like to see a little bit more of a push when I see these hashtag my black is beautiful or hashtag my melanin is popping. Because I feel like when we're only saying about conventionally attractive people, like, even for example, you know, like, I feel like with like a lot of these dark skinned women who we'll see, you know, like, who are like models or who are, you know, like posted up online or whatever, like, I feel like a lot of times with these black women, these dark-skinned black women who we see who are constantly, you know, being pushed online, like as like where people are like, oh my gosh, her skin is so beautiful. It's like, her skin is beautiful and she's beautiful, and I guess it's like, yes, because she's beautiful because she's black, like, but she's also beautiful because she's conventionally attractive and she follows conventional beauty standards, which isn't her fault and it's not a bad thing. But it's just also like, it's just kind of like, I'm just being real with y'all, like I just feel like it's not that bold to say that some of these, like, influencers are, you know, public figures, like, their black is beautiful, because of course their black is beautiful. It's like these actors and actresses, it's like, of course a lot of they're talented because of their acting, but it's like, let's not sit here and act like film and TV aren't visual mediums too. So I guess and there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing wrong with being conventionally attractive or looking good, and like I said, I think we all want to look good. But I guess my issue, our concern is, it's kind of like, on one hand, I love the fact that we're representing, you know, and, you know, our blackness, our melanin, you know, and all that. You know, I love that we're, you know, having pride in our appearance and our Afrocentric features. But I guess the issue like I said, is I feel like I just would love to see us push it further. Like, let's show some plus-size dark-skinned black women. Let's show some plus-size dark-skinned women without a full face of makeup on. Like, I love Anima Tang. I love, you know, watching her tutorials and, you know, seeing her on Instagram or whatever. But I guess my thing is, like, let's post a picture of Nima, and Nima has some great skin, but I guess my thing is, it's like, let's post a picture of Nima where she's not all done up and she's not going to the event, because it's like, when the only hashtag my black is beautiful is when people are on the red carpet, it's like, let's have a my hashtag black is beautiful with somebody who, you know, isn't done up, you know, going to prom or going to the wedding. And there's nothing wrong with having black is beautiful on a wedding poster or, you know, wedding post, or in like a, you know, like one of those big deal events or prom. But it's just like, people's black can be beautiful when they're walking down the street, when they're at the store. And they can be a plus size person. They could be someone who doesn't have perfect skin. They could be someone who doesn't have a perfect body or build. Because I feel like a lot of times, you know, like if we say, like, I feel like it's like, we like, for example, like Idris or, you know, Lance Gross, I think that, you know, they're, you know, handsome black men, but I feel like it's like, are we gonna give that same love to somebody who's got a few extra pounds on them? Because I feel like I said, like, there's nothing wrong with saying that conventionally attractive people are attractive, but it's also just like, I feel like when the only black is beautiful posts that you're pushing are ones where people are extremely, like, are already extremely attractive, or they're already just adhering to the conventional standards of beauty. It's just kind of like, do you really think that, oh shoot, I'm really taking it there. Like, sometimes I just, you know, I'm like, wow, I'm really going there. It's like, do you really think that their black is beautiful, or do you just think they're beautiful? and you just putting the black on top of it because they are black. Because that's my thing. Like, I feel like there's some people out there. So there's some racist white people out there, but there's a black person. There are black people out there, or people of other races, like non-white people, that they would get with, or that they find attractive, just because they're attractive, even if they're if they're biased against black people or non-white people. There's some people out there that they would get with, whether it be for a night, for one night only, dream girls, or like Britney Spears. Because they're conventionally attractive, and even if they have that bias against people, they're still going to want to be with them. I'm all for shouting out black people, black love, and like honoring Afrocentric features and darker skin tones, and because I feel like there's certain images and certain types of looks that I feel like we get pushed on us, that society pushes on us, that are in ideals that society pushes on us. So I'm all for black people having pride in our own appearance, but I think we just have to evaluate and make sure we're lifting up people who are plus size, or not as conventionally attractive. Like, I feel like a lot of times when I see these people boosting black men, it's like it's not the same black dude, but it's the same type of black dude with the perfect fade, the perfect build, like there's a certain look, and there's nothing wrong with people having that certain look, but like, are we really dismantling stuff if the only people we're uplifting are, those who adhere to certain norms and who are conventionally attractive? I just wanted to unpack that. Thanks so much for listening. How do you feel? Do you see this trend, or do you see other stuff going on? Like, because that's it. And I feel like also too, if you're with me, then I definitely feel like you should, call it out if you see stuff like that. Because I guess that's my thing too. We'll say stuff like, we'll get mad when we hear people say stuff like, oh, so-and-so's pretty for a black girl, or, oh, they're pretty for, a dark-skinned person or whatever. But it's kind of like, we get mad if somebody of another race says that, but then it's kind of like, but it's like, do y'all not do the same stuff where, you only repost certain people who have certain stuff, who look a certain type of way? So it's just like, I just want to, I want us, if you do see these hashtag #BlackIsBeautiful accounts, or you see posts, I want us to also just, call out, if we see stuff where, we're not seeing a certain amount of representation. Especially, like, I watch Pose, like, the women on Pose are beautiful. So it's like, are black trans women allowed to be in the Blaque is Beautiful? Like, who gets included, who doesn't get included? Are trans men allowed to be included? Thanks so much for watching. Share your thoughts below. Like this video if you like this video. If you made it to this point in the video, comment a thumbs up emoji below, or still here if you are still here. Subscribe if you want to see more, and make sure to hit that bell so you're the first to know when I upload new content. I upload new content every week. And if you're enjoying yourself, and why wouldn't you be enjoying yourself, to the left there's a playlist of all my video essay podcasts. I have 24 and counting. In the center is a button to subscribe if you just haven't had a chance to subscribe and you would like to. And to the right is a playlist of all of my covers and parodies. So if you are wanting to check those out, feel free to do so. And if you want to support me, if you want to support the show, first and foremost, a non-financial way you can support is just through sharing this video. I can make the thumbnails, I can, make the titles, I can do the tags and do keyword research. But one of the best ways that I can grow my brand is through y'all sharing this content with other people who like this type of content, because I nor you can control the algorithm, but I can control the quality of the content I make, and y'all can, if you enjoy the content, share with people who can like it, so that way, if y'all are feeling it, it's getting put out there, whether, the algorithm favors it or not. Somebody's gonna see it because you resonated with it, and you resonated with me, and now you're sharing it with other people. So if that's a non-financial way you can support the channel, and if you do want to support the channel financially, my Cash App is linked in the description of this video. I'm trying to, upgrade my production quality and just, keep growing and expanding and, doing bigger and better. So if you want to help and support that vision, feel free to do so. All those who donate to the channel will be featured in the credits of all of my videos on both of my channels. Thanks so much for watching. Love you all. Bye-bye. See you next time.